Jordan, the pandemic, we've heard a lot about the pandemic accelerating technology. You know, they say, I think it was Mackenzie that said we've progressed at least 7 years. I know the hotel industry's progressed. Do you think we've had the same push as far as technology goes? You know, has the pandemic progressed us 10 years, for example?
Yeah, great question. So I think there's, like the first thing that we do when we look at the progress of technology is like just looking at our own Google Analytics data. And so just looking at that as a proxy for like demand for hotel software. And so in March of 2020, I think we had less than 40,000 monthly users on Hotel Tech Report. Last month, we had 245,000 monthly users. So that's more than 500% growth in demand for hotel software using that data point as a proxy. And so like anecdotally, when we dig into why that is, I think it's pretty clear that wherever you looked in the hotel organization, you're looking at teams being scaled back, and we're still having kind of labor shortage challenges. So what can you really do and remember, these guests are paying multiples of what they were paying before the pandemic. So guests are paying more than ever, and the teams have less staff to service them. So what can a hotelier do? You can try to shift things around operationally. You can try and figure out more efficient routes for your housekeepers. There's all these things that you can try to do operationally, but ultimately the real lever that you can pull to become more efficient and actually understand what's the difference between this operational strategy and that operational strategy is technology. And so whether that's team collaboration tools to help staff members multitask better, whether that's more automated revenue management systems to help with dynamic pricing in real time based on new market data and future demand data, all across the organization, it's about getting more efficient. Even when you look at sales organizations, obviously business travel has kind of fallen off, and it's still not really where it was before the pandemic. But there's all these other types of group travel that have picked up, like family reunions of people who want to reconnect after the pandemic, or small breakout meetings. If a company has a headquarters in a city but no one's going into the office and they want to incentivize people to connect with each other or do team building activities or brainstorming, they'll often go to hotels for an offsite. So when you look at legacy sales processes of like, oh, we have JP Morgan come in every single year at this time, and it's the same group. Well, when that changes, you need to be really efficient in the sales software that you use to figure out, how am I going to change my prospecting strategies? How am I going to go after, instead of companies that are visiting San Francisco, how do I go after the companies in San Francisco? And so technology is really the only tool that hoteliers have, or really anyone in any type of business when you're short-staffed, to become more efficient and increase productivity.
Yeah, fantastic. There are some great points there, Jordan. I think you're right. Staffing shortages are a real issue, and unfortunately, I don't see them, that going away anytime soon. I think we need to leverage technology. You're right. The market has changed. We see it here in Australia. Whether rightly or wrongly, somebody was suggesting yesterday, perhaps we kept our borders closed a little bit too long. Our international visitors are not back. Corporates are not yet traveling in the numbers. I think I was listening to something yesterday that said it'll be 2026 before we get back to that, $1.5 trillion value from business travel. And technology, I think, is got to help us pick up the slack to deliver the service. As you said, rates, certainly here in Australia and US as well, are above what they were in 2019, although obviously occupancy is down, but things are good. And guest expectations are extremely high as well.
Absolutely. That's totally what we're saying.